I was cleaning out my grandmother's attic several years ago. The section of the attic was used by my deceased aunt 30 years ago. She died when she was 17. I heard my voice being called, so I answered, and received no response. I shrugged and continued working. Then I heard it again. I figured my mom stopped by, she can be hard of hearing, so I walked downstairs. Nothing. I walk outside, and my car is the only car in the driveway. I cock it up to hearing things, old farmhouse, or just being alone stuck with this work. I finished what I was doing and left. Next weekend I returned with my girlfriend at the time, and father. My father and I worked in the barn, and my GF was packing boxes in the house. About an hour goes by and she comes walking around to the barn pissed off, and wanting to know what we wanted. Someone called her name. Both my father and myself were puzzled since we both had been in the barn. I hadn't mentioned the previous week, or even thought about it. Even when she was mad and asking who called her, I didn't connect the two together. It wasn't until we went to my parents' house and my GF told my mother about the indecent. She thought I did call to her and was trying to creep her out. Which would have been true, just not this time. As soon as she told my mom, everything started to connect it for me, little slow sometimes. My mom grew wide-eyed and still. I was a bit alarmed, and then she said she heard her name being called as well weeks ago, and she knew the voice, it was my aunt's. She thought she had imagined it, and forgot about it till my GF brought it up. Then my GF looks at me and says it was a woman's voice. That didn't occur to her until just then. Then I remembered the same thing happened to me the earlier week. I confessed to my mom and GF that I might have heard something as well, but the unsettling part was I was pretty sure I did, twice. Me and a buddy were at my house, in my room, and I think we were playing PlayStation. Parents had went to some musical or something and we had the house to ourselves for the night. As we are in my room, my door literally slammed shut out of nowhere. Instantly I got those crazy chills and this just terrifying fear, and I know my friend did too because we just froze and I could sense just pure fear from both of us. Like 5 seconds later we both jump up, adrenaline pumping like fucking crazy, and start searching the whole house, talking crazy, all pumped up and whatnot, screaming stuff like, show yourself. Doors and windows were shut and locked, and that was it. I've never had any paranormal stuff happen since then at the house, but I will still get these creepy ass feelings every now and then in that house. I have no clue who slammed that door, but it was intense. I can't even describe how loud and angrily that door was shut, it was crazy. There were no creaks or anything, just the slam that was as loud as a 12 gauge, no joke. End of first story. Okay, here's the second, and even typing this makes me shake with fear, and I'm a grown-ass man. Me and like 10 people I'd say were cruising the back roads by my town, really small southern town, and this was during sophomore year in high school. We weren't drinking or smoking or anything, we were just cruising around, going to all the creepy places around, there were tons. Okay, so after we go to the cemeteries and all that, this chick is like, my grandparents' house is close by and it's creepy as shit. So as soon as we pull up, everyone just gets that vibe, I shouldn't be here. That brave guy in the group, not me, goes straight up to the house and knocks on the door. The rest of us are in the driveway just watching. In the second story window you can see a dim light on and this fog, which was very thin. The brave dude goes into the house and we decide to get out and follow him. We go in there and it's a nice house, but it's got that like 60s vibe plus a creepy vibe. We decide to go upstairs to where we saw that light, and we find that room, and instantly all of us are dead fucking silent. The whole room is covered with newspaper clippings all over the walls and ceilings, and there's spread shot holes in the wall from a shotgun all over. Turns out there's no light at all, and that fog was not there. I instantly get that I gotta get out of here feeling and tell everyone I'm going back to the car to get a cigarette. When I get back out there I can't see them in the room, but that light and thin fog is still there. This is where it gets creepy. I go back in and they're looking at old pictures that are on the wall and whatnot, and as soon as I look at the stairs that led up to that room, and fear just hits me hard. I instantly feel like someone is directly over my shoulder and is like following me. I go back out to the car and everyone is freaking out because I'm always a super chilled out guy and I never get spooked with stuff. As I'm sitting in the car my legs just start to shake really bad and I was in this like trance. I tell the other people I need to get out of here and they agree, and we literally booked it out of there. As we're going down the road it felt like I was being pulled back towards that house. At this point I'm shaking so bad I can barely talk and my skin is ice cold. The only thing I could comprehend from this instance was that I was being possessed or something by a demon, spirit or whatever. I don't remember what happened after that. I think we just went to go chill out at one of the guys' house. But Reddit, let me tell you, That feeling I had in the car was so creepy I can't even comprehend it. It was legitimate pure fear. I mean, it felt like I was inside of fear itself. I wish I could go back to that house in the daytime, but it was way out in the boonies and I forget how to get there. Also, the girl who said it was her grandparents' house said the newspaper stuff and the bullet holes were not there earlier. The house wasn't ransacked as well, so it could have been some devil worship place recently, but I don't know honestly. There's probably a ton of details I'm leaving out, but that's the gist of what happened. I've thought that I just overreacted, but I have never been one to be afraid in all honesty. Compared to the other creepy places we went to that night, and I've been to before, that house was the least creepy. Please don't go grammar Nazi on me. I'm typing this half-ass because I know this is one long ass post, but yay.